Well, let's take a look here at the wild first half plays presented by Pepsi Wild Cherry. There were some wild first half plays. Nothing more so than Lamar's completion to himself for a gain of 13 yards. What about Lamar's second half, what he must do?
I think that it's really hard to describe to people the inner turmoil you feel. You have a shot for your legacy in some ways. You win this game. It's so important to you. I think he just needs to settle in, quiet his mind, and you can help him as a coaching staff do that by the way you call the game. You see, they let Mahomes, who doesn't even really need that, he's been in so many, they let him throw screens, do little things, and then all of a sudden you let him open it up.
Touch back, and Evan had a chance to visit with Coach Harbaugh.
Coach, limited possession time in that first half offensively. What do you want to see on that side of the ball to cut into this Chiefs lead?
No doubt. Just try to generate some momentum, get the run game going a little bit, completions. I know we can hit big plays. We just need more opportunities. We need to create more opportunities for ourselves.
Defensively, what's been the best attack against Mahomes in that group?
I think we started getting the feel for him second quarter into the second quarter. We'll be fine. We just got to get after him, keep the ball in front, take away the screens, continue to improve on the run game, but really take away the screens, and we know the double moves. Those things are coming and be there for those.
Coach, thank you.
Thanks, Evan.
Start the second half with a handoff to Pacheco. Now the BK was able to halt that after one.
I believe Harbaugh's absolutely right. They have figured out the fronts, because right now they are getting dominated in time of possession, Jim.
How about the 5 first downs for the Ravens? That's their fewest in the first half since week 1 a year ago.
You wouldn't have expected that coming in, although this is the number 1 and 2 defense in a lot of areas in the National Football League.
Mahomes in traffic, able to find, look at it, you got Rice there, you got Kelce there, and Kelce clutches it for yet another catch. Let's go down to Tracy in her first half report.
Jim, I had a chance to speak with Andy Reid going into the half. I asked him about going for it on 4th and 1. He said he feels as though points are going to be important. He wanted 7, not 3. He said they need to continue to move the ball, capitalize on scoring opportunities. As for the chippiness, he said he likes it. Jim?
Well, that, thank you, Trace, was Kelce's 10th catch a moment ago, and he's over 100 yards in this game. Off his back foot, puts it up, knocked down by Marcus Williams. Watson's looking around for a flag, but it doesn't exist, and Arthur Mollett was the one who forced Mahomes to throw it off his back foot and unload it.
Well, they motion the back and forth to see its man in zone. Look at the movement over here by the defense. These are 2 of the best teams in the National Football League at trying to get information and then hiding information. Ravens win there.
Duvernay just watches it bounce down the sideline, and they will say it went out at the 22. 46-yard punt. As Mahomes right there trying to do it all, also trying to lead his team to victory, trying to help mark where the punt went out of bounds. And how about Kelce in this first half? And now with the catch in the second half, 10 targets, 10 catches.
This is the zone aspect. I mean, he started the game with 2 huge catches versus man-to-man on the first drive and showed you he's still Travis Kelce. But if you're going to play zone, nobody is better at sensing and feeling the little areas, the subtlety to stop. Even though the route said let's go 4 more yards, that's the rapport that he has with Mahomes. You cannot stop them if you're going to play zone consistently.
Moving Flowers around. Edwards is the running back, and here's Gus. Gus getting the call. Look at this tackle. I tell you, this is an underrated player for the Chiefs, Justin Reed.
You're absolutely right. He comes from a cover 2 really high safety shell. And at this point, he has to fit perfectly, and he does. And that's just understanding the concept and where the open hole is going to be, and he fits right in there and really sends a message in some ways, right?
Yeah. These 2 strong safeties. Ed Reed's in the house. And they got 2 guys who are playing his position in Hamilton and Reed. That would be Justin Reed, who's showing him how to play it in the modern version. 2nd and 10. Flowers on the end around. McDuffie was not going to let him get around him. Good ankle tackle, setting up a 3rd down for Baltimore.
Another outstanding job by McDuffie going all the way across the field. Usually you can outrun these guys, but that's a first-team All-Pro right there, Jim. 22.
They go no huddle here, Tony. Jackson flings it up ahead, and it could have been picked. Oh, that was Bolton, who jumped in front of Flowers and could not hold on. But that will take Baltimore off the field again.
This was a little antsy. This should have been intercepted. This is right to Bolton. To me, though, this game's... Oh, wow, that should have gone the Chiefs' way. Lucky for Lamar. But Lamar looked antsy in that pocket, Jim. You know what happens? You're going against Patrick Mahomes. There's an emotional level to this. Your legacy's on the line. This is your moment. You don't have a great history there, right? And so what you're going to do is you're going to win this game. You're going to do it all. But at the end of the day, he's trying to do too much. Watch him slide. Right here, he slides, and he just kind of doesn't get his feet set. He literally slides and just tries to do too much. Calm down, be patient.
There's Stout. Big boomer forces the fair catch at the 21 by James. So each team begins the third quarter with more. We're 2 weeks away from Super Bowl 58 on CBS. The winner of this one to face the winner of the NFC Championship game coming up later tonight between San Francisco, the hosts, and the Detroit Lions. Here's a 1st and 10. Rice. Good piece of tackling again by Ronald Darby for no gain.
You can see the Ravens are now playing more man coverage. And the Chiefs are great at getting people running horizontally. When you play, oh, nice job by Darby.
Ball comes out.
Yeah.
Ends up on the sideline. Chiefs football, but the loss of a yard.
If you play man-to-man, like you're like, all right, who are the two guys that can wreck this? Kelsey and Rice. Put your best players, Hamilton on them, Stevens maybe, Roquan, and say, let's go and win the game, best players.
Try to cross him up with a run. Pacheco ridden down after a gain of about 6. One thing that has a lot of people surprised about this performance to this point for Baltimore is the way they have absolutely destroyed good teams this year. 11 wins, including the postseason, against teams that finished the year with a winning record. And not just winning, blowing teams out.
You are exactly right. I mean, it's all-time records. 11 wins, 9 by 14 points or more against winning teams. The biggest point differential, all-time records in the NFL. But none of it matters if you don't get these type of downs.
3rd and 6. Pass on the mark for Watson. First down at the 43.
This is Andy Reid's special. You're going to play man-to-man? Well, you can't. The motion's going to come in. That allows him to get the leverage on the defender guarding him. If you just lined him up there, that ain't going to work on Darby. Andy Reid, genius again.
Watson's first catch goes for 16. Fields the low snap. Fires it sideline. And there's a first catch for MVS. Came up with 2 gigantic catches against Buffalo last week that went for 30+. Valdez-Scantling.
Watch a second baseman right here, Jim. Just a little ground ball with his baseball background. That's not as easy as you think it is just to pick it up and throw a normal pitch route, but Mahomes has a way of making things look easy.
It's been low most of the day, that snap coming back to him. That last play went for 7.
You do see everything. You're all over snaps. Look at the pointing of the quarterback. He's telling you who's coming. He's trying to tell him he's coming. Are they disguising it well enough? Yes.
Another low one. Flips it back over to Kelsey, who powers ahead for the first down. Just runs over Roquan Smith. He knocked Roquan Smith out of bounds. And Marcus Williams was there too. That goes as a rush, by the way.
Watch Kelsey come over, and then at the end of this, he pretends to throw, trying to get people off. But the reason why this is open is Patrick Mahomes' ability to look off.
Yeah, it was Marcus Williams who was in his way. Roquan came over to try to help out. But another set of downs as Hardman's in for the first time. Just chipping away. It's Gray. There's the catch at about the 43. Well, it's not the first time we've seen this season Kelsey think about throwing a pass. We were witnesses to this one that came back because of offensive offsides by the man who caught it right there. Kadarius Toney, who's inactive today, and he did clearly line up offsides. And it was the game won by the Bills that propelled them to the postseason and a 2 seed before last week's loss to Kansas City. 2nd and 7. Incomplete. And we got a marker, and it's in the offensive backfield.
It's probably going to be on Taylor, 74, the most penalized player in the league, their right tackle. He was trying to hang on for dear life, I'd imagine.
Holding, offense number 74, 10-yard penalty. Please replay 2nd down.
That's 3 holding calls on the Chiefs offensive line since the last minute and a half of the first half to right here.
And that happens from time to time. Gets out on his toes, kind of lunges a little bit. Not a great kick step start, but gives Baltimore a shot on a huge drive. If you're a Ravens fan, this is going to get bigger than these next 2 plays.
2nd and 17.
Nobody ran with him. Zone.
Comes over to Edwards-Helaire. There's Hamilton. Steer wrestles him down after 1.
Great discipline in the secondary by Baltimore not to fall for the pump fake shot on the outside, making Mahomes check it down and then rally tackle.
This Ravens D has been out here a long time. 26 up to 36 minutes of action, 37 minutes of action. Third and 15 to come back this way. Pacheco able to make that catch, but Van Noy won't let it go anywhere. And the Ravens defense does step up, Tony, as you implored.
There's a major stop for them right here. Watch Mahomes. He's going to make everyone think it's a screen over here, but the back's going to come across underneath. So if you fall for it and go left, it's going to be a huge play. But Van Noy and Roquan Smith weren't fooled at all.
This Townsend sends it inside the 10, and it takes a Baltimore bounce for the touchback. Just a net of 35 yards. Time for Lamar Jackson to get something going for this Ravens offense. With 7 to go in the 3rd quarter, and you're watching the AFC champ. They've not had a first down in the last 12 and a half minutes.
If the Ravens are going to get back in this, they're going against the best second-half defense. They average only 7 points a game, this Chiefs defense.
The pass caught. And racing out across the 35 is Gus Edwards, so that's a good drive starter. There's a couple of Ravens members are wiped out on the sideline. Gain of 16.
Pressure comes off the left side, and a great job by Lamar to just scan through it and get the ball out to Edwards quickly. That's what they need. I'm telling you, the one Achilles heel for Kansas City is throwing the ball to backs, tight ends, not wide receivers, and running the ball. Lamar needs to start to use his legs a little bit in the run game.
First down. He fakes it into the line. Needs help. Going to do it on his own. Here goes Lamar for about 12.
It's a wonderful job of resetting the pocket, staying poised and calm. I want you to watch Lamar go back and forth. Right here, he's going to change the pocket. Goes left, goes to the right, resets, then steps up. That's what makes him dangerous. Instead of sliding and running right away, reset, look, gone.
Well, the rain is really starting to come on.
Which means let's run the football.
Yeah.
You got one of the best runners all time at the quarterback position. Hand it off, keep it, RPOs get back to a little bit of some of the stuff they did a few years back.
They have 61 yards on the ground so far. And he escapes a sack and gets the incompletion with Dan all over him.
Kansas City's coming after him pretty consistently, almost half the game. And watch, this entire front is going to blitz on this play, which means there's no gaps anywhere to go for him.
Oh, Tranquil had him.
He did. And again, another opportunity for this Chiefs defense to get him down. Lucky to get out of it here. But Jim, this is where it's like throw slant, a flat, throw a screen. They're going to keep pressuring you. We don't want down the field routes, right?
They're doing well, that defense, without Willie Gay inactive with a neck injury.
That's why you got to pressure, because he was your spy. You're exactly right.
Got it away just in time. And 2nd and 10. And that's by Hill, the catch. And he's got a first down. Didn't look promising at first, but it ends up a gain of 11.
This is the evolution, the growth. Watch his eyes. He's going to go ahead, set his feet. I'm going to throw it here. It's covered. Reset, throw it there. Nope, covered. And then to hit him in stride in front was the difference between a 1-2 yard gain and allowing him to have the run after catch capability. High level quarterback play.
Willie Gay again sitting this one out. They've had 2 big pass plays to running backs on this drive. And now Lamar jump pass with another completion to Hill. And Chenal knocks him out.
Kansas City was ready for the shot play. Steve Spagnuolo, one of the great big game defensive coordinators, took down the 07 undefeated Patriots in the Super Bowl. He's seen a lot of them, and he's obviously done a wonderful job since he's been in Kansas City. And there's a timing when they're going to call a shot play, right? You get a good coordinator, he knows when to play cover 2 and just sit back and wait for you to check down.
No team scored more than 27 points against this Chiefs defense in all 19 games played this year.
Be a record if they can do it today.
2nd and 5. Incomplete. Going for Andrews. Got a marker in the offensive backfield. Actually near the line of scrimmage, and it looks like it's Jones a little shaken up.
I mean, the defense.
Holding. Offense number 76. 10-yard penalty. 2nd down.
Simpson flagged for that one.
Tranquil with a great job. You see Simpson, the left guard right here, has to hold after first team All-Pro Chris Jones just throws him by. But watch, this was the matchup. It's one-on-one. He's running away, but Tranquil catches up, and in the rain makes it difficult. Everyone else was covered. This team is so sticky. You cannot consistently throw the ball to beat them.
2nd and 15. Tranquil's had a good game here today. The blitz, they pick it up. And that is going to be a catch for Andrews. Joshua Williams defending.
It's a good route, and telling you they're just coming after him, playing man-to-man.
How about Andrews making it back for the championship game after that injury?
That's a football player. After we talked to him, I wanted to go play in the game. His just demeanor and attitude was like, I'm playing, and he wanted to play in that game that day, and shows you his commitment and work ethic and his love and drive with the sport.
When he got hurt, he told Harbaugh, I will be back for the championship game. And he worked out feverishly every day, including Christmas, he told us.
He broke his fibula. It's like
3rd and 9, pressure, and they got him. That is Reed coming up, the safety blitz. And Spags keeps blitzing and blitzing again.
Unbelievable, coming after again. Just watch. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. Go ahead. Here comes from the other side too. And now all of a sudden, Hill wasn't ready and prepared to block him.
Couldn't even get a field goal out of that drive after that sack. It would have been a long field goal attempt for Tucker had it just been an incompletion. We're looking at 59 or so, but that comes up empty again. Stout takes something off of this one. Go after this play as Pacheco is met head on by Queen. And this team a little inspired after what happened during the break. the lights went out. By design, I might add, thankfully. And look who comes out here. T-Sizzle. Terrell Suggs. Thought it was time to get this crowd going.
Well, they said it was the biggest game ever here at this stadium. First AFC Championship game at home. Brought out Ray Lewis earlier, Suggs now. Through that Ravens style of defense, those guys would hold them here.
2nd and 7. Pacheco. Again, that defense up to the occasion. Holding him to 1. Urban on the stop. Everything seemed like it was aligned for this to be the Ravens' years. We just got a minute and a half to go in the 3rd quarter. Everything you looked at statistically, the domination, the offense, the defense.
Everything's aligned except for one thing. Number 15 showed up at your stadium.
And Andy Reid's on the other sideline, too.
Exactly. They break a lot of rules.
On 3rd and 7 to come after him. Had to get rid of it. Breaking through was Broderick Washington that forced the incompletion. And the Suggs entrance paid off.
Great job by Mahomes to throw this ball away, but the free rusher. Washington perfectly comes through, but that's really Coach McDonald coming up with a plan where the mic points over here and you get a free rusher. Both these teams exceptional at that.
Townsend going to fly to about the 37. DuVernay is going to be stopped right there by Williams. Terrific punt, 53 yards. Lamar ready to. That was not a time lapse, folks. That was for real.
We don't
imagine what it sounds like in our headset.
Yes, exactly. Our producer and director working hard all week. Everyone down in the truck.
Great, the best.
Great job.
First down from the 36. Play action, loads it up. Wide open. He's got him. It's Flowers getting past Snead. Down to the 9-yard line. And he's going to get called for taunting on the back end of this as Flowers.
Watch the safety. He's got 2 guys going on his run. And a wonderful job by Lamar to look inside and keep the safety in the middle. They tried to hide the cover 2.
At the end of the play, taunting, offense number 4. It'll be 1st and 10.
Yeah, you saw it there at the end. Flowers was standing over the defender. He was called for taunting, so the 54-yard play gets reduced by 15.
Too many penalties like this today, and you see right there. Oh, the ball right there.
Well, it's all of this. It's everything. It's the ball that's standing over his opponent.
Yeah, you can't stand over the opponent, like you said. Taunt, that's come back and haunt you, but they got the big play. And this team does not give up big plays. Kansas City, the best in the NFL at not giving up trump plays.
From the 25. And no one there.
A little miscommunication on this one right here. You never want to see 2 guys in the same area.
Gene, that taunting call is indisputable, right?
Yeah, most definitely, Jim. I mean, the little push away, I understand that. Officials will come in and break that up. But then when you've got a ball spinning and you're standing over top of your opponent, those are the things that they definitely get to the teams at the early part of the year and say, well, this is not going to be acceptable.
2nd and 10 at the 25. Lamar steps up in the pocket. He's got Flowers. He's got a 1st down. And he high steps to about the 11-yard line. These last 2 catches by Flowers gives the wide receiving core for Baltimore now 4 catches on the game.
This is what Lamar's looked like all year. Watch his poise. He's going to wait this out and then check it down, slide in the pocket. If he looks deep and throws it underneath, he'll have a chance to win this game.
Last play of the third quarter, Bateman, he's the first. I was going to say, ball was whistled down. That Flowers is the only wide receiver to have caught a ball before Bateman right there to close out quarter number